Well, we're expecting a really strong year this year. Coming through the COVID era, we had a tremendous amount of in-migration move into the Eastern Idaho marketplace, like other tertiary markets in our region. We now have more people here than we do have services to provide for them. So it doesn't matter whether you're going to see your doctor or going to get your oil changed or whatever it is. It seems like it's longer lines, it's waits, it's reservations for dinner when we didn't used to have to need that. And so we think there's a tremendous amount of opportunity everywhere in the market. Now, in East Idaho, we don't have hardly any vacancy to speak of in any market sector. So for real estate investors and developers, it presents a tremendous opportunity. We have the people here, the population is here. It's moved in and it's swollen, and it exceeds what the services that we have to provide for them. So, developers and investors, the marketplace is set up really well for them to go in and have great success.
I think one of the big questions that's been out there in the market since COVID was, are tenants in Eastern Idaho willing to pay significantly higher rents, like 50, 60% higher rents, to justify the cost of new construction? And one thing we've learned recently is the answer to that question is a resounding yes. So I do expect to see new construction on a scale we have not seen in recent years. We're starting to see a lot of first generation industrial product get built and filled. So both spec and purpose built, built to suit type product. And the sectors that I think will be the slowest are, office it's limping along. It's anemic. It's not robust. And land costs are impacted dramatically by interest rates and construction costs. And so, I expect land costs to stay stagnant. Land will move. There is demand for new construction. Land will move, but I don't expect to see land costs increase because the other costs of development have increased so much. Something's got to give. Yeah, one great thing about Eastern Idaho is we have a very diverse workforce, and it's a quality of life is a major attractor for employers and employees. And there's a lot of really good things happening right now. One of the biggest things that I see in the community is what the College of Eastern Idaho is doing right now with workforce training programs for major employers. Used to be, we gave away all these tech jobs at the INL site to out-of-towners, and CEI has stepped up with the INL, and now they've got job training programs that provide highly specialized training for jobs out at the site. So those jobs are now going to local kids. We've got great transportation infrastructure, whether it's interstate highways, rail, airports, you name it. Just so many great assets to offer an employer and an employee in the market.
When we represent landlords and property owners, we have, the ability to access TOK's proprietary database where our research department builds up a very robust database of market comps and intel that helps us price the properties for the owners and the landlords. The old saying that knowledge is power. We have the knowledge thanks to our research team. So we're able to go in and accurately and competently evaluate properties for owners and landlords on sales and leases. We also know what our on-market competition is going to look like because our research department is tracking all of the other listings and the listings that are going to be our competition when we go to the market with the property. And so it puts us in a really, really powerful position. And then the next step would be to hand, the listing package off to our marketing team. And they're the best in the market. They produce beautiful flyers, websites, handle all of the email blasts, the listing platforms all over the internet, from our local MLS and yard signs to the national and global platforms. And so they do a terrific job. They're the best in the market. So we have a lot to offer. And on top of that, our brokers are the most experienced brokers in the market. We have close to a 50% market share. So our firm is doing the majority of the transactions here. So we gain experience and clientele and everything. So there's a lot of benefit to the clients that way. Yeah, it really is. It comes down to the power of the TOK platform, and I talked a lot about the research team and the marketing team and the transaction coordinators. Um, in addition to those things, TOK has a terrific culture. It's a fun place to work. We have a pretty high retention numbers with our employees and our contractors here. And when you have all the tools and you have a good culture like that, what you end up with is long tenure in your employees and your contractors. And when you have long tenure, you end up with experienced people. So a lot of the people have been here for a long time. So they're really good at what they do in all phases of this, and that's something that we're really proud of.